welcome back to my channel. So new hair took my twist out, but I wanted to make another drama review. I got a request from one of you guys and I've been meaning to watch another drama, but for me a series takes commitment, so it takes me a while to start a new one. But I decided to watch a drama called Cheese in the Trap. It is on Netflix and it's an adaptation of a Korean webtoon. So let me just get this started by saying I was excited for the drama. I was very addicted in the beginning. I binge watched it over the course of I think less than a week. The day I had started it, I stayed up until like 5 a.m. That's how good it was in the beginning. So it's about a guy and a girl, like, you know, the undercover evil, like he wears a mask but he's kind of like a jerk underneath, but he, like, everyone thinks he's the nice guy. So it starts off with her intentionally letting a girl spill on herself that was like trying to flirt with him, that he wasn't interested in, and then from there he kind of started terrorizing her and then like showing up everywhere she went, and then he started like trying to get close to her, asking her to go eat and stuff, right? Which seems suspicious, right? And of course she's like running away from him. So initially she didn't have the like, oh, I'm noticing him kind of, she didn't have that. The reason why her feelings kind of swayed is when he like asked her to be his girlfriend. My issues with the drama, I feel like they could have played his mean side longer, but instead they started to reveal that he wasn't just intentionally being a jerk, he was more so retaliating for something that person did that was a jerk move. So he was doing an eye for an eye. And I really felt like they could have played that longer because it seemed like he genuinely hated her and she did not like him. And it seemed like such a good plot in the beginning. I'm a really big manga reader, so it's kind of the plot to some mangas. But this one, it was like going really like platonic. Like there's absolutely no way they would fall for each other, right? And then all of a sudden they just switch gears and now they're in love. And I'm just like, that's the part that really, I just felt like they could have played that longer. I feel like that was where it built the longest and the feeling was like the best for that drama, because it was just so entertaining to see something a little bit more fresh. So her friends were great. I love their side story, their backstory. I love their friendship. His friends were crap. It's interesting how they unraveled everyone's stories. So let me just go on characters because there were some interesting characters in this. His childhood friend, the girl, she is absolutely crazy, and spoiler, obviously this is a big spoiler alert, but she should have stayed in the mental hospital. I believe that, like, she should have got therapy, something, because that girl, like the degree to which she was spoiled. And then also I thought maybe her brother did something worse to her, but like it was such a short backstory that I felt like really this is what she has kept a grudge on him for so long. So I think basically she was mad because he left her, he almost left her that one time, and then also he was very harsh actually to a lot of people about their dreams because he was like a genius pianist. So like she wanted to do drawing, he was telling her she sucked. Really harsh though, but like, yeah, so I think she resented him for that as well. But I just didn't think it was enough for how crazy she was acting. And honestly, her character got super annoying, especially when she pushed the girl in front of the car and then they just like let her off. Like, look, she needs help. She needs help because like she thinks everyone owes her everything, and her character was really the same through and through. Like she didn't have really any changes, and I think this drama did a lot of teaching with the character developments. For her, it just shows that honestly sometimes people don't change no matter the bad things they do. Like they might feel bad, but what they want or what they think is right or what they think they should have may overpower those feelings. That's how I felt from her character. She was just like, I could literally sit down and go on and on about her character because she drove me up the wall. Like someone needs to just slap her. And the worst thing is if you socked her, she probably still wouldn't have learned. So it was a lot. It was a lot. Then the second guy, actually I was so surprised that the main girl did not fall for the second guy. I thought that she'd start losing feelings, or when she noticed that the second guy started liking her, that she would kind of start straying, but she kept strong to the main character. But the second guy, there's just in dramas, the main guy, even when he was changing and becoming like more self-aware of what he was doing, like why his eye for an eye was wrong, and that he should explain to him like why he does what he does or his feelings, he still barely said anything. Like he didn't really clear anything up. And like I just don't understand why when he started changing he wouldn't just be like, well, I heard you say this and this, so this and this. He tried to make it up to people, but I just feel like people would have probably preferred that closure. I think that was part of him, like he had to grow as a person. His character was really toxic, honestly. And the worst part, she picked up on what he was putting down. She knew what he was up to. She had already known before she started liking him. And the fact that she went along with it or kind of like accepted him for it, it was a lot. Like I was just like, girl, he needs to do better. But then again, they were similar in a way. She wasn't as harsh as him, but they were similar. So and she figured if he was doing it for her, it's fine. But I think the fact that he decided to break up with her and try to grow as a person, oh my gosh, that was like a big thing in this drama. Because I feel like a lot of people think like, oh, I'll accept him for who he is, or I can change him, when honestly that person should go and try to fix themselves, right? Because you can tell, even though they decided to be honest with each other, they still weren't completely honest, and he was still doing the eye for an eye thing. So I think they did need to grow as people. Also, the parents are so mean. The dads are so mean. They're just not supportive. And the funny thing was, the main character's dad, he was like him. That's why he treated him the way he did, and had his childhood friends follow him around and tell him what was going on, because he saw himself in him. And isn't that scary, when you're scared of what your son will turn out to be when he's like exactly like you? It's crazy. Like if he had treated him, I feel, differently as a child, he wouldn't end up kind of being like a psychopath a little bit, like, you know. Also, the girl that wanted to be like her, that goes to show that you need to be nice to people. It's interesting because that girl, she wanted to be friends with her initially, and she just admired her, and then the girl kind of kept turning her down, because it's like us, like we're all caught up in what we're doing or whatever. There's that person that's lonely, or that person that needs someone to talk to or something, but you're just so wrapped up in your own world and what's going on in your own life that you don't think that maybe you should take a minute and like be nice to them, or like go out to eat with them, or whatever it may be. And then that girl reared her and then turned into an ugly monster because of the stalker, right? And her character was getting really annoying, bro. Like when they called her out and put her on the spot for like ended up liking the main character's brother, or like acting like he was her boyfriend, that was too much. It's just like, you know, when you're trying to be something you're not, and then you get called out because you get caught in your lie. That's basically what happened to her. And I did feel bad for her, because she was just like, I'm no one, blah blah blah. But then I'm not saying the main character is at fault, because you control your own actions, and there's no reason that girl needs to be acting like that. But I did like how the main character was like, she was like, no one noticed me, blah blah blah. She's like, what's better now, no one noticing you, or everything that's happened right now, right? And then I felt so triggered by the main character, the group project people. Oh my gosh, especially that one guy that didn't do any work. Like literally I felt so triggered, because that was me in college. Like I was like doing everything, and I was just so annoyed. Like I was always the team leader, did most of the work. You had those people that didn't want to do anything or whatever, and like I never got the courage to take them off the paper or to take them off the project like she did. Like I give her that. That was really good, because I couldn't even imagine. But you can tell how fed up she was, right? Yeah, that senior was really annoying. but also that stalker guy. Okay, I know he has a similar personality to the crazy childhood friend, that girl, but his personality was hilarious. I was crying laughing at some points, right? Like when he wasn't being like a total, you know, when he was being creepy, but like his temper tantrums, his falling on the floor, going in circle temper tantrums, and no one thought he needs to be admitted to, like he needs help too, because he was so crazy. Like he was so crazy, he was so obsessed, like, and it was so funny. He was trying to keep his girlfriend but also stalk the other girl, and he was interested in her. His character was well done, I have to say. Like it was hilarious. He didn't annoy me as much. I think the crazy childhood friend girl and the wannabe girl and the team project people really annoyed me. And I feel like their first date, I don't like how they just were in love after that, because she did not have a good time on their first date together. Like she felt suffocated and stuff, and she didn't get him. I don't understand why she just turned over a new leaf and was suddenly like, it's fine, we're in love. Like that was never addressed, like how inferior she felt or anything like that. So there's some odd things I felt in drama like that. The second guy, main character, his backstory was vague. Ino's character was vague. Like it was like, how did he get in the mess that he did? You know, what did he do when he ran away? His sister's backstory was so fragmented, like him and his sister, that it just did not give enough full character like development kind of feeling. Also, the flashback of when Yoo-jung started liking her. Now I'm using names. Sorry guys, sorry. But when Yoo-jung started liking her, when was this in the timeline? Like the drama began and it was like a little confusing. Like I was like, they kept flashing back, but it was present but flashing back. I was really confused. I also thought it was interesting that they showed the gay couple, because you never really see that in dramas and stuff like that. So I think they're showing that more lately. I feel like Yoo-jung feels like he doesn't need to clarify, yo, I'm your girlfriend, like you need to clarify like what exactly happened, especially because she knows that he's usually not the one in the wrong in the situation. So I need him to clarify, like, yo, my childhood friend, the girl, she, whatever her name is, she's the one that sent the extra messages or whatever. We never see what happens with that guy's hand. Did he do the did he do the competition, or did he just get the surgery? Oh, he did do the competition. Did he get the surgery? Like seriously. I do like that this sister ended up with a nerdy guy to stabilize her, but she's so crazy in the end. The ending sucked. Okay, I was really trying to explain my feelings about the drama before getting to what I really want to talk about. The ending sucked. Who ends a drama like that? Okay, I like my endings to be tied in a bow. Okay, I need everything to be resolved. I'm feeling like, is there a season 2? No, there isn't. So the ending was sucky because he breaks up with her, right? Which is rightfully so, because she was just about to accept him, even though the things basically happened because of him. Not really, but they did, right? Like how she, okay, first of all, guys, I thought it was gonna be oh, she got in an accident and she forgot her memory and she doesn't remember him. I thought that's what it was gonna be. Thank God it wasn't that cliche. But the fact that he broke up with her and everything, which I just think they need to grow as people because they were both a mess. And the fact that I thought, okay, they're gonna meet 3 years later and then everything is good or something, right? That's why the only reason you do it is freaking 3 years later. So the crazy girl is dating the nerdy guy that she met by chance. Ino's hands healed, so now he's going to university and playing the piano. It's great for him. Her friends are still together, and the girl owns the store and everything, and she figures out like the people that she encountered in college is just preparing her for the future, because she's going to meet people like that in the workplace, which I thought was a great wrap up to like one of the main points of the drama. But the fact that she'd been messaging Yoo-jung, like emailing him, and he never responded, and they literally ended it by she sent all these emails and then she left her computer and then he opened one. What kind of ending? And she passed by him on the street too. She kind of felt it, but she passed by him on the street. Oh, oh, there's a bug. There's a bug. But like, that ending was really bad for me. I don't know why I was seeing into everyone's life and I didn't get to see what happened to them to be together. It was kind of like, yeah, maybe they got back together. Maybe they didn't. The world may never know. No! I don't like those kind of endings. Like, I don't. Like, they just suck, right? I just need it to be tied in a bow. I would recommend the drama. It was really good in the beginning. It got kind of annoying a lot throughout. It had like some good points, like about life and the people you meet in life and all of those things, and how you should work on yourself and make yourself complete before you get with someone else, and how you should be more forthcoming and honest about your feelings and stuff rather than beating around, because then it just becomes detrimental, as you can see based on all of the secrets in the show. It kind of reminded me of Temptation, that drama. I never did a review for that one, but that one kind of annoyed me. And I did not cry in this drama, so that tells you something. There was a lot of sad moments, like how her dad thought of her brother way more highly than her, and how his dad treated him and everything like that. But I didn't cry. I felt sad at points, but I didn't cry. That's Sister though, guys. Like, I kept posting on Instagram like stuff, like stories like while I was watching, because I was just so annoyed. I loved how they made him like so devilish. It was so great. Okay, when that girl literally trashed his apartment, like broke his door with the fire extinguisher, trashed the apartment, slamming like the sister. Yo, like, her character, she deserves an award for that role because she embodied her completely. But yeah, please tell me what you guys think of this drama. It was a whirlwind. It was nuts. But let me know what your favorite scene was also from this drama. Comment down below, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.